Hey Capricorn, it's Mama TPG with One Love, One Night Tarot. Welcome to your love story reading. I know you've been waiting a while for this. My videos have been coming out a little spotty just because I've been doing a lot of traveling. As you can see, we're honoring our little RV life with these little trailer ornaments. They're so adorable. My husband picked those up. So, let's get started. I'm going to use the animal spirit to get your energy, their energy, and then the energy of the relationship. Um, if you are single, then this will be, the connection will be for whoever you are, have in mind. It may not resonate for everyone. Also, I intend the energies for you to be on the left of your screen and their energies to be on the right, but they could flip flop. So I will just refer to them as the animal spirit that comes out for each side. So you, you know, allow it to resonate how it will. Okay. So let's get started. What is the energy of Capricorn for this love story reading? What is the energy? Okay, and we have Zebra. And Zebra is very eccentric and, thinks differently than others. And it's something that is quite endearing about them. But it's also, like having that kind of worldly knowledge, like knowledge of other cultures. And it can also be a kind of jaded or vain, having learned so much about the world. It can be, kind of disheartening for that person. This could be you. This is, comes out as a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be. Could be that you are dealing with a fire sign. So take that how it resonates, whether this is you or that other person. Okay, so let's get the connections energy. And we have the owl. So this is air energy. Again, this could be you, or this could be who you are thinking of or dealing with, your connection. So the owl is, very wise to the point of clairvoyance, tends to almost like see how other people feel or think, knowing what others are thinking. Very wise, spiritual. This is air energy, so it could be that you're dealing with the air sign if you are the zebra, or you can flip-flop it. Let's get the energy of the connection itself, the relationship energy. And we have the peacock, more air energy. So I feel like in this relationship, there is a tendency for the air energy to be more dominant in the situation. But peacock represents a very compassionate, but like sensitive. Okay, so it's like the relationship would be like, when strife comes along, you have a very difficult time managing that within your relationship. And so it's like you're always looking for the next fix to that relationship. And peacock can also represent pride. And so let's just go ahead and read what it says about peacock. And bear with me because it is a little difficult to find each of these because they're not numbered and they're not in alphabetical order. So I get a little, takes a little time to find. Okay. So peacock energy, inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. When in balance, confident and kind, and when out of balance, can't digest situations. So I feel like this is almost like saying, like I was saying about the relationship when strife comes along. Like, you can get through anything, but when you can't, you can't. Like it's certain things just are really difficult for you to get through. And I'm getting the feeling that it's financial. So it's like you can come up against anything in the world, but when it comes to being out of balance financially, that is your Achilles heel. So that's just what I'm getting. That's just what spirit is telling me. That may or may not resonate. So let's go back to this zebra energy. This could be you or your connection. Let's see what the story is here. And we have the moon. Could be Pisces, Cancer. Doesn't have to be. And then we have the devil. That's Capricorn. That's you. And then we have the emperor. Okay, so what I'm getting here is, this is a very deep, deep connection. This zebra feels very deep connection, but there is some control issues here. To have these two come out together, this, Capricorn and the devil, the devil and the emperor together, I feel like for this connection, there is some toxicity, some control issues, may even be, substance abuse, but doesn't have to be. With the moon, I feel like this energy has enabled it to be a very deep connection for the zebra, but it also can be toxic. Like it's very meaningful. And I feel like with this moon energy, we're really looking at some past life energy too, that you may have been in a relationship previous to this. So as a whole, the moon represents possible intrusion, which, in regards to love. So this could be that there is someone or some energy that's coming in between this connection. The devil, this is about, shame and guilt, and this is the toxic energy that I'm feeling. So the emperor is control issues. So I feel like this is what's affecting this zebra energy the most in regards to this relationship. And, this may seem quite negative, but at the same point, this is obviously meant to be. This is all major arcana. This is something major for this person. And I feel like because the zebra has this, third eye being really shown, I feel like this is meant for them to be activated. All right. So with the owl energy, if this is how they feel about the owl or this relationship, I feel like the owl has used their intelligence in some way to belittle the zebra in some instances. But again, when it comes down to the relationship as a whole, we're getting a very deep and resilient connection here. All right, so let's get the story on the owl here. What do we have for the owl? Okay, this wanted to come out. The Son of Cups. So this is the Knight of Cups. Could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be. Also, okay, so we have Pisces or Cancer. We have Capricorn and we have Aries here. So this is just for some of you that will resonate. Okay, then we have the Daughter of Wands. Could be fire sign. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So when I see this owl energy, I do really feel like this King of Swords energy. And so then to have the Knight and the Page come out of other, elements here, I feel like there is just a little bit of a superiority going on here. that kind of does make this person feel little and small. But if you look at the zebra has all major arcana, and then we have no major arcana here, although we do have the 2 court cards. So I feel like this whole relationship could be centered around triggering this person's ascension. So the Son of Cups is about really leading with their heart, and being very connected to their emotions. The Page of Wands then is a little bit more about their passion and coming into alignment with what makes them passionate, right? And so there's also this 8 of Pentacles, and I feel like this is saying work is a factor to this life of this connection. But for overall, for love, we're talking the Knight of Cups is like Prince Charming, right? And then the Daughter of Wands is the opposite of that. It's like raunchy, almost like crude, very all about sex, and not necessarily able to convey the actual Prince Charming emotions. So it's like saying they are Prince Charming, but they come off as kind of crude. And then the 8 of Pentacles is like basically forcing the issue. So this may be where this control comes in. There's this forcing the issue, whatever the issue is that they have, or whatever they want to speak their mind. This King of Swords speaks their mind, doesn't necessarily consider how it makes others feel. So, take that as it resonates or not. All right, so let's look at this peacock energy for the relationship. And I do see this as really being like, yes, I'm pointing out the negative points, but I see this as being a very compatible, because it's kind of like where one is extreme in one sense, then this is extreme in another, So there is a balance that happens, but it may feel kind of rocky. And I think it all goes back to the ascension of this particular person. This is a soulmate that is bringing in those lessons that are major for the zebra energy. All right, so let's get some cards on the story of this relationship, this peacock energy. And we have Judgment. So definitely see this as, a divine partnership. Could have been recently reunited, but definitely about learning life lessons. There's major lessons happening here. And so that's Judgment card is not a surprise to see at all. Okay, and then we have the Father of Wands, and there goes that, kind of dominating energy here, but very passionate and faithful. Okay, and what else do we have? The Tower. And I don't doubt that at all, because it's about bringing this enlightenment and bringing completion to these major lessons that the zebra needs to learn. It doesn't mean that this owl doesn't have any interest or investment into this relationship, but you were brought together, and I feel like this Tower is going to turn things around. This person is going to go through this illumination and this ascension, and then it's going to flip-flop, and it has a lot to do with the cosmic activity that's happening. I feel like things are going to flip, where now it's this person that's going to be learning lessons. So this was the teacher and now becomes the student, if that makes sense. So for overall, for love, Judgment when it comes to love is about reunion. The King of Wands is, that overprotective, and this is the center of the reading, this overprotective kind of domineering. All right, and this is what needed to happen in order for this person to break through, have these breakthroughs. And I feel like that's where that breakthrough in that third eye is happening. And then the Tower, this is about not resisting and rebuilding in a flipped manner, where now this is the student. So I don't see the Tower in this situation as being a breakup, which is what we tend to think when we see a tower. I see that now it's about rebuilding, okay? All right, so let's look at what the soul lessons that this relationship for both of you is trying to bring through. This is the Beyond Lemuria cards, which are just gorgeous and very spiritual. So what's the spiritual lesson that this peacock relationship has been meant to bring to both of you? And we have our ancient future. So I feel like with this coming out, this is really talking about, life purpose and spiritual missions. All right, so let's go ahead and read what it says about our ancient future. That is number 39. Okay, so I'll just read the summary of it because these can be kind of long. Let's see here. So this card is imbued with activations for a new paradigm. You are now being showered with blessings in preparation for a transformation. It may be turbulent at times, but you will grow and heal through the coming journey. Partake in activities that help you drop into a meditative state as often as possible. Use clearing tools to raise your vibration and don't get caught up on the destination. Focus on the journey and experience. You can navigate a situation you have no experience with by being truly present. Integrity and intuition will be your guide. And I feel like this is for both of you. And you may be doing a lot of travel, but that's more 3D. And this is about, having a spiritual mission to for this huge change that the world is going through. And you may feel like, who, me? Like, what can I do for this whole world? But when you really connect with your spirit guides and with the creator, source, the universe, you will find that your vibration being raised is a mission in itself. And it does contribute to the whole world, the vibration of the world. So let's look at the individual lessons, spiritual lessons. So for the zebra, what is the spiritual lesson that they are currently working on? Whoever this zebra is within this relationship. Again, just, see which one resonates as you and the connection. And if it doesn't resonate at all, look at your connection sign video or your moon or rising signs, even Venus. Okay, we have vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. And I see that because this is all major stuff that has been going on. And it's like they're in a time, the zebra is in a time of now relaxing and recuperating from, a very tumultuous time. So I see that as making so much sense. It's kind of like that Four of Swords energy where you are being enlightened by relaxing and letting spirit just fill you and not being so proactive, right? All right, so what is this owl? What lesson are they going through? And we have children. Know that your children are protected. Okay, so children play a part in their evolution. And I feel like this could be talking about possible inner child work that needs to be done. Or it could be about being, working on parenting skills or working with a particular child to help them develop. Could be a lesson in itself for this owl energy. Okay, so let's see what's next in the story. What is next for this connection, this love story? What is next? Make sure everything's in frame. Okay. We have the Hangman, which represents Pisces, but doesn't have to be. Pisces energy. Six of Swords, resolution. I do see this travel happening. And 10 of Cups, beautiful. See, I really did see that it's not about This tower being a breakup. It's about building together, moving on to calmer waters, seeing a higher perspective, surrendering to the purpose of this relationship, and then having that ultimate fulfillment to be shared with each other. This is really beautiful. All right, so let's get a guardian angel message to close this out. What is the guardian angel message to close this out for Capricorn and their connection, their love story? All right, we have action. Drop all fear and just do it. You have the power to create and be whatever you truly want. Look inside your heart and take positive action in those things that bring you closer to achieving your desired goals. Nothing can stop you except your own fears. This card is positive confirmation from God and the angels that the time is right for you to start a new and exciting venture. So I do see this coming out over this travel and then the ultimate fulfillment here. So I feel like this is all contributing to this love story here that is quite beautiful, can be heartbreaking at times, but it's almost like saying, like anything that's really worth fighting for, it's going to hurt sometimes, and it's going to have that higher payoff, that true fulfillment here. All right, so those are the messages that came out for your love story, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And remember, the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.